Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Yulia. We're so glad you could join us today.
We really are. Today we've got I think it's a really relatable topic. We're talking all about daily routines.
Yes, the things we do every single day, sometimes without even thinking about it.
Exactly. The good, the bad, and, well, the caffeinated. So, Yulia, I gotta ask, are you a morning person? What's the first hour of your day look like?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say I am a morning person, mostly. It takes me a little bit to really wake up. But I do like the quiet of the morning.
See, I'm jealous. For me, mornings are chaos, pure chaos.
Chaos? Really? What do you mean?
I mean, my alarm goes off and my first thought is, no, just 5 more minutes. I probably hit snooze maybe 3 times.
Oh, a snooze hitter. I try not to do that.
It's a terrible habit. And then it's like a mad dash. I'm trying to find clothes, make coffee, check my emails, all at the same time. It's not pretty. The first thing I do, though, is grab my phone, which I know is probably the worst thing you can do.
Right, I've read that too. It immediately puts you in a reactive mode instead of a proactive one.
Totally. My brain is just flooded with stuff before I've even had a sip of coffee. So if you could wave a magic wand, what would your ideal morning routine look like?
Oh, that's an interesting question. My ideal routine, I guess it would be pretty similar to what I do now, but maybe with more time. I'd love to have enough time to actually read a chapter of a book in the morning, not just at night. That would feel like such a luxury. What about you, Mike? What's your ideal non-chaotic morning?
Oh, wow. I think I'd wake up naturally without an alarm. That's the dream, right?
The absolute dream.
And then, yeah, I'd probably do what you do. Drink some water, maybe go for a quick run or something to, get the blood flowing. And then sit down with my coffee and just be peaceful.
That sounds lovely, but not quite an hour of meditation. But I do try to have a more mindful start. I leave my phone in the other room, so I'm not tempted.
Oh, that's smart. Really smart.
It helps. So I get up, I drink a big glass of water first thing.
Okay, I should do that.
And then I'll do maybe 10 minutes of stretching just to, wake my body up. And then I'll make coffee. Coffee is, it's a non-negotiable part of the routine.
A non-negotiable. I like that. For me, coffee is the only part of my routine that's actually a routine.
Well, it's a good place to start. This brings up some great vocabulary. We use a lot of specific phrasal verbs and idioms to talk about routines.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like what you're doing in the morning with the stretching and water, you're trying to kickstart your day on a positive note.
Exactly. To kickstart something means to get it started, usually with a burst of energy. Like starting a motorcycle. You could say, I drink coffee to kickstart my morning.
Right. And what about at the end of the day? You wouldn't say you kickstart your evening.
No, you'd say the opposite. You'd say you need to wind down.
Ah, wind down. I like that one. It sounds so relaxing, like an old clock.
It does, doesn't it? It means to relax and calm down after a period of activity or stress. So, my evening routine is all about winding down.
Okay, so tell me about that. How do you wind down after a long day?
Well, I try to stop working at a specific time. Then I like to cook dinner, maybe listen to some music or a podcast. I'll read a book, like a physical book. No screens for at least an hour before bed.
See, that sounds amazing. My winding down process usually involves deciding what to binge watch on a streaming service.
Binge watch, another great vocabulary word.
Right? It means watching many episodes of a TV series in a short period of time. And it's not always the most relaxing thing, is it? Sometimes I'm up way too late because I just have to see what happens next.
Oh, I know that feeling. The just one more episode trap.
It's a real trap. But I mean, having a routine, even a loose one, is so important, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It saves brain power. You don't have to make a million tiny decisions because some of them are already made for you.
Exactly. It provides a sense of stability, you know? When things feel chaotic, your routine can be something you can count on.
Yeah, that's true. But what about getting stuck in a rut? Have you ever felt like your routine is boring? Like you're just on autopilot?
Oh, for sure. That can definitely happen. I think that's when you have to know when to, shake things up.
Shake things up. I like that phrase. Yeah, just do something different. Maybe go for a walk in the morning instead of stretching, or try a new recipe for dinner. It doesn't have to be a huge change.
Right. Just a small tweak to break the monotony. I try to do that on weekends. My weekend routine is to have no routine.
That's a good way to do it. It's all about balance, isn't it? Having a structure that supports you, but also giving yourself the freedom to be spontaneous.
I need more of that. Maybe tomorrow I'll have tea instead of coffee.
Whoa, let's not get crazy now.
I know. Baby steps.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today. This was a really fun chat, Mike.
It really was. We hope you all picked up some useful phrases for talking about your own daily routines, like how to kickstart your day or wind down in the evening.
And how important it is to sometimes shake things up.
Exactly. Thank you so much for listening to the English Learning Podcast.
You can find more tips and episodes on our website. And don't forget to follow us on social media. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.